Hello, Facebook Live. It has been a little bit since I've done a Facebook Live, but I'm excited to come here and talk to you guys today, whether you're going to listen live or on the replay. I think this is such an important topic, and I have been writing blog posts about it, and I have been sending out newsletters about it in different pieces and parts, but I haven't really taken a deep dive in a video and verbally spoken about it. So I wanted to take this opportunity to do that. It has been a topic of interest and of trend, and I'm so glad that the others in the community are speaking out as well. But what I want to talk about today is the healthcare experience, where things have broken down and what we can do. So when we think about companies that are working well on both ends, both the company end and the client end, we think of companies like Apple and Amazon and these big giants. And what are they doing right that we in healthcare are not? So in those companies, basically what's happening is we've got a founder and a CEO and a C-suite of executives who are casting a vision to their staff and supporting those staff members with the tools, resources they need to extend that vision onto the customer or client. Those staff members feel like they're part of something and that they're supported, and then that energy gets transferred to a good experience for the customer, and everybody's happy. It seems so logical, and it is working for so many companies. So what is happening in healthcare that it's not working? What's happening in healthcare that's not working is you have a system that is attracting amazing people who want to help, people who want to do something good for others. They enter into a system that's relatively broken, and that the vision, which was supposed to be casted for helping others, now looks to be for monetary gain. That doesn't feel good to the morals of the people coming into healthcare. And then they aren't given the tools and resources they need to do the job that they want to do. In fact, what they are given is a mess that takes them away from what they want to do. So I've talked about moral injury on another post, so I won't go too much into that. And I actually want to do a whole, additional video on the staff side of it, but this is going to focus on patient experience today. So you've got a system of great people who want to do good, but that's largely broken. And then you've got these jaded healthcare professionals, which is completely logical that they would be jaded with the system that they're working under, trying to give care to the patient, the client or customer in this case. And that's felt, that negativity is felt. So you've got this client who is this patient who is seeing a system that's broken, thinks that the healthcare providers in the system don't care. And of course they feel like it's a terrible experience. So it's not working. It's not working. So I want to talk about some of the things that we can do, but specifically focusing on what the patient experience is. It is not patient satisfaction. There's a difference between experience and satisfaction. You can have an experience, the same experience for two people. One might be completely satisfied and one might be dissatisfied. So it's not about the satisfaction piece. We can talk about that another day, but it's about the experience. And the experience is the sum of the interactions within the system. So that means from the minute you drive into the parking lot of a clinic or a hospital to the time you drive away, what is your experience? When you drove up, was there sufficient parking? When you walked in, were you greeted by somebody who was expecting you to be there? Or were you greeted by a computer that you were logging yourself in or checking yourself in? When you got into the waiting room, were you left there for 45 minutes? These are all very tangible pieces of the experience that can be fixed. They can be addressed, and it doesn't rely on a much more subjective factor of satisfaction. So whether or not a patient likes the blue color in the exam room, I'm not as interested in that. What I'm more interested in, that satisfaction. What I'm more interested is in the experience. And let's talk about some companies that have got the experience down. One is Disney. So if you think about Disney, and I actually recently, well, maybe within the last year, heard that Disney actually has confusion experts. I don't know that that's their official title, but what they do at Disney is walk around Disney, look for pockets of confusion. So they look for people who are confused, and they assess the situation at the state of confusion and try to fix it. So as you can imagine, there's chaos at Disney because of all of the people, but it's relatively organized chaos for the amount of people that are there. And that's all very intentional. That's not just by chance. So if a theme park can focus on avoiding confusion, why can't we do that in the medical system? Why can't we do that? In the medical system, we accept a state of confusion. There is nothing but confusion. Patients are confused, their caregivers are confused, they're seeking answers, they're seeking second opinions, third opinions. There's tons of confusion. At Disney, if we do have somebody who is confused, the result is maybe a little bit of frustration, and then they go home and they're probably still going to go back to Disney because their kids love it. Whereas confusion in the medical system can result in so much worse, but yet we're not focused on it. So confusion in the medical system can result in harm, errors, people not following the directions, taking the wrong medication. So that the consequences of confusion in the medical system are so much larger, yet Disney's got it under control and we don't. So what I want to focus on is what we can do with the patient experience. And I also want to focus in on the staff because they are good people trying to do the right thing. So I will do another video on that. But regarding the patient experience, I think we can do better than an emailed or mailed out questionnaire, which I'm sure many of you have received. We go to the doctor's office. Nobody really asks us there how our visit went. No, I mean, I don't think that I've ever been asked that, but we do at some point afterwards, maybe weeks, maybe months, get an emailed or a mailed questionnaire asking us how our experience was. Most of us are ignoring that. We have maybe forgotten the details of that visit. We maybe don't want to revisit that visit because it wasn't pleasant, and we aren't spending the time to answer the questionnaire because we also question who really cares. Is this just a Scantron that's going to be put into a system, and is anybody actually reading this or caring? So my time is valuable, and do I want to spend it answering a questionnaire that maybe nobody cares about? So I think we can do better. I know we can do better. I want to help the healthcare community do a better job at assessing the patient experience and improving it. So I had over a decade of experience as a clinical pharmacist. I then had a years-long, extremely involved struggle with my father's struggle with lymphoma on the patient side, which is the first time I had been in that lengthy period of time on the patient side, seeing exactly what's broken. And now I have going on 2 years of experience as a patient advocate, and I have heard what people are frustrated about in their experience. So I would love to combine all of that and help the healthcare professionals assess, evaluate, and improve on the patient experience. We can do better. So I'm starting a beta program to help healthcare professionals evaluate what the current experience is, walk through what the patient experience is, not use a standardized questionnaire that maybe nobody's reading, that maybe nobody's filling out, but walk through the process. I want to walk through the process of what's going on at any specific clinic or hospital, and then talk to a set of patients and find out really what we can fix and really what we can change for the better. There is no reason Disney should be doing a better job at caring for people than we do in the healthcare field. If you know of a clinic, a hospital, a healthcare professional who wants to do better, please have them reach out to me. I think we can collaborate. I know we can collaborate and do better for our patients. So that's my talk for today. I hope it was helpful, and I think we can collaborate and do so much better than we are. We should not be falling short of Amazon, Apple, and Disney. Healthcare should be top of that list because the consequences are so much larger than a package you might not like from Amazon, which honestly rarely happens because they've got it so together. So let's get it together. So share this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might benefit from it, a healthcare professional that you think might benefit from my services. I am starting a beta program, doing it for very little cost, and I would love to help someone. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.